Good morning students. Today we are doing exercise 6.3. Let's read the heading. Fill in the boxes to make equivalent fractions. So students, if we want to make a fraction equivalent, then we multiply or divide the numerator and denominator with the same number. I repeat again. We can multiply our numerator and denominator with the same number, or we can divide our numerator and denominator with the same number to make a fraction equivalent. So let's see the example. 4 by 8 is equal to dash by 16. So if we want to make this fraction equivalent, so we have to find in the table of 8 where 16 is consist. So we divide 16 by 8, we get 2. So then we multiplied 4 by 8 with 2. We multiply our numerator with 2, we get 4 to the 8, and our denominator with multiplied by 2, we get 16. So our answer is 8. Let's see next example. 3 by 7 is equal to 28 dash. So we divide 28 by 7, we get 4. To make equivalent, so we multiplied our numerator and denominator with 4. 3 4s are 12, 7 4s are 28. Do C to H part yourself. Now sum number 2. Write the first 5 equivalent fractions for first 6 by 12. So if we want to find 5 equivalent fractions of 6 by 12, we multiplied 6 by 6 and 12 with the same numbers. So we multiplied 6 by 12 with 2. 6 to the 12, 12 to the 24. For second, 6 by 12 multiplied by 3. In 4, in third, we multiplied 6 by 12 by 4. We multiplied 6 by 12 with 5, and we multiplied 6 by 12 with 6, and we get 5 equivalent fractions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First 12 by 24, second 18 by 36, third 24 by 48, fourth 30 by 60, and 36 by 72 is the fifth equivalent fraction of 6 by 12. In simple language, we can say we write the table of 6 to make the equivalent fraction, and in denominator we have 12, so we write the table of 12 as the denominator to find equivalent fractions. Thank you. Let's see sum number 3. Check if the following fractions are equivalent or not. For finding the fractions are equivalent or not, we have to perform cross multiplication. Let's see the example. 5 by 11 and 25 by 22. We find the fraction is equivalent or not. We perform cross multiplication. In cross multiplication, we multiply the numerator of first fraction with the denominator of second fraction, and the denominator of the first fraction with the numerator of the second fraction. I repeat again. In cross multiplication, we multiplied the numerator of 1 with the denominator of 2, and denominator of the first with the numerator of the second fraction. Let's perform multiplication. We multiplied numerator of 1 with the denominator of 2. So we multiplied 22 with 5, we get 110, and write 110 on the first fraction. Now we multiplied denominator of the first number with the numerator of second number. So we multiply 11 with 25. We get 275. Write it on the second fraction. We get 110 and 275. Are they equal? No. 110 is not equal to 275. If they are not equal, then our fraction is not equivalent. So we write they are not equivalent. Let's see next example. 4 by 7 and 40 by 70. We have to prove the fraction is equivalent or not. So we perform cross multiplication. We multiply 4 by 70. We get 280. Now we multiplied 7 with 40 and we get 280. 280 is equal to 280. Both are equal. So we can say yes, they are equivalent fraction. Do C to E part yourself. Now let's see exercise 6.4. Which of the following are groups of like fraction? What is like fraction? If the denominator of all fractions are same, it is called like fraction. If we have different denominators, then it is called unlike fractions. All fractions have 7 as denominator, so it is like, and we have 2 as denominator, 4, 5, 8. Both they are not same, so it is called unlike fraction. Let's see sum number 2. Arrange the following fractions in ascending order. Let's see example. Students, you know about ascending order. In ascending order, we arrange the numbers in from smaller to greater. So if we arrange the ascending order of like fractions, all the fractions are like, yes. So which is the smaller number? 5. So we write 5, and now what is the greatest number from 5? 8. We write 8, and the greater number from 8? 12. We write 12. Greater number from 12? 15, and the greater number from 15 is 23. So this is the arranging in ascending order. Let's see sum number 3. Arrange the following fractions in descending order. Kids, you know about the descending order. In descending order, we arrange the number from greatest to smallest. So which is the greatest number in this? Yes, 9. We write 9 by 12. Smaller number from 9? 8. 8 by 12. Smaller number from 8? 5. So we write 5. Smaller number from 5? 3. We write 3. And the smaller number from 3? 1. We write 1. So this is our descending order. Thank you, kids.